Was there a point in the process where you really struggled?
I think what I found most difficult was definitely searching. Even though I loved it, I was working as well. And the other thing I found a bit challenging was getting gazumped. Seeing properties that I really loved and believing that, yep, this is the one, and then somebody else comes along and it's like, sorry.
How does it compare with what you set out to buy?
It compares a lot. It wasn't what I set out to buy. It was a lot better because I originally just thought my budget being so small that I could afford a 1-bedroom flat, and that was it.
How much was your budget?
So my budget was up to 200, and I wasn't trying to get too far out of London because, as I said before, I didn't know anyone really there. So I needed to be near transport links and all of that, which was very important because I commute into London for work every day. So I was looking for 1-bedrooms only, and that's all I could see in my budget online. So when this one popped up, it was 2 beds, it was big, really big, a balcony, just everything that was beyond what I thought I could have.
And a balcony as well.
It has a balcony and...
Why do you think nobody else spotted it? I mean, it sounds sensational.
I think it was waiting for me. That's what I think. But in realistic terms, I think it's because it looked like a big project to a lot of people, especially to young people.
Yes.
Most of my friends that are looking, they ask me, can you help me find something? And it's usually something new, or something that they don't need to do anything to. And that's because that's not their interest. But my interest has always been doing something to a property, and I think that's what I've always seen people in my family do. So for me it was like the natural thing.
It must feel pretty special now to...
It does. I walk around
that.
and it's like, I always look at old pictures of how it looked. Just look, this room used to look like this before.
Incredibly satisfying, and you'll carry that forever. That when you go round your flat, you go, I did that, I chose that, I made that, I built that, I painted that. That's really special.
Yeah, everything has a story.
Was there a point in the process where you really struggled? What did you find most difficult?
I think what I found most difficult was definitely searching. Even though I loved it, I was working as well. So I would have estate agents calling me throughout work, and I couldn't go to the phone all the time, but I was worried that I would miss a good property or miss out because they're just going so quickly. So that was definitely difficult to get that balance of I'm at work and life still does go on, because you do get, I mean I did get really sucked in to what I was doing and kind of forget about everything else, social life and everything, but it was just, I just need to get this done. And the other thing I found a bit challenging was getting gazumped numerous times, seeing properties that I really loved and believing that, yep, this is the one, and then somebody else comes along and it's like, sorry, somebody else has offered more than you.
Is there any part of the searching or buying process that you feel first-time buyers could particularly do with some help on?
I think first-time buyers in particular need help with the saving aspect of over-saving, because luckily I did that, not intentionally, because I ended up getting the property lower than what I was expecting, but over-saving in terms of what comes next. Okay, so you found the property, but you still have to pay for your survey, you still have to pay the solicitors, you still have to pay stamp duty if, like me, I did, and then everything that comes after. If you have got a property that's a project, you need to change things around to make it livable. So I think that's something that a lot of people around me forget. It's just, this is the deposit, that's all I need. When actually there's so much more that comes afterwards.
We once had somebody come on the location programme where Kirsty was negotiating a purchase for them, and it suddenly transpired that he thought you could put the stamp duty on the mortgage. Which completely ruined the deal.
Yeah, exactly. So I think that education there is key.
There's always a lot to take on board, and it is stressful, it is emotional, it is expensive, and if people haven't done it before,
you're just finding your way.
But you're finding your way on one of the most important decisions of your life.
Which is a huge thing you don't want to like mess up at all.
At moveiQ, we're running a bit of a campaign to try and lower the age of first-time buyers. So you are a sort of kind of shining example of it is possible. If it's done with forethought and planning and preparation.
Absolutely. It's definitely possible, and that's what I want people to know. It is going to be hard though. So yes, it's possible, but it's not going to be easy. It's not going to be smooth sailing, and you will have to sacrifice a lot of things. If you're anything like me, that could be shopping, going out to eat with friends regularly. But it is worth it. Being someone that has done it and has been in my home for a few years, I can now do all of those things again.
Yeah.
So that's what I want people to know, that it's difficult, but it's worth it.
Good for you. Any regrets? Would you have done anything differently?
I think what I would have done differently is just been a bit more patient. I think that's it, because what my impatience did was led me to properties that I had no business going to.
Okay.
Just because I was almost desperate to find something. So I think definitely remember that it's going to take time, and that's okay. You might not find your property next month. It could take a few months, it could take up to a year, but it will be the right one when it does happen.
Jade, you've done just phenomenally well to save up and to pull it off.
Thank you
say
so
you're
much.
25?
Yeah, I'm 25 now.
And you've owned it for 2 years already?
Yeah, 2.5, almost 3 years in summer.
Fantastic.
So it's flown by.
Any plans for the future? More property plans?
Definitely. I hope to buy a house next, maybe this year or next year, with my boyfriend, because he has his flat now. I encouraged him to do that.
Yeah.
And then from there...
Okay, the world's your oyster.
The world is my oyster, yeah.
Are many of your friends, are they happy and rented, or are they looking to buy? Do they still have ambitions to buy?
I think that it's definitely, by me doing it, it's put it on the forefront for a lot of people. Some of my friends are still at home because we are very young. And then some people are saving up now because they see that it is possible to do.
Yeah.
And also realising that there's properties out there if you really look.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It is, it's about some compromise.
It is.
And actually we can't all live in the centre of London as much as we like
Yeah,
to.
exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
That process has happened throughout history, is that you kind of move, you need to move where your budget allows you to move, and people have moved down. That's the way of the world.
And then you do, I think a lot of people are scared about that, and they think if they move out they're going to hate it, but you make it your own. And I always say, it's not permanent. It's your first step onto the property ladder. You don't have to live there forever. So I've been in my home almost 3 years. I'm already planning another property, but I'll definitely keep mine though, because I think it's so dear to me. I don't ever want to let it go, but yeah,
Jade,
it's not the end.
Well done. Huge
Thank
congratulations.
you.
Very nice to talk to you.
Thank you so much, Phil.